Now that you've learned the flat serve, we're going to move on to the kick serve or the topspin serve. This is a serve that people just do not understand. Just like our topspin forehand or topspin backhand, most people don't understand how the topspin is generated. As you remember from the Super Ball that I brought out, what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock or maybe 8 to 2. So that as it hits, it actually hits and jumps or hits and twists. It'll actually twist away or jump into people. It's fun to watch people how they adjust as they're trying to hit the serve back when you hit a good kick serve or a good twist serve. The way that we hit this, if you remember how to hit a topspin forehand, it's up the back of the ball. We're brushing up the back of the ball. The way that you do it is all you're doing is turning it over. Now we're going up the back of the ball, 7 to 1. The harder we hit up, the more air pressure is pushing down on top of the ball to bring it down in the court. This is a great serve for second serves because it's very consistent once you trust it and once you understand how it works. It's also great for doubles. It gives you a little more time to get into the net. Sometimes the flat serve in doubles is tough because the ball's coming back so quick, you're not able to get in. Where the kick serve, it's moving a little slower with all the spin on, you can get in a little bit closer to the net. Serve and volleyers use a kick serve a lot in order to get a little closer to the net. Some other terminology that's used on the kick serve is we're trying to brush up the back of the ball or peel the orange. That's another word that's used sometimes. Where do we aim? That's the tough thing. Most people aim into the box on the kick serve rather than aiming for the baseline or even the back fence. What we're trying to do is aim deeper, and the hitting up, the brushing the motion on the kick serve actually bends it down in the court. So when you're first practicing, you're going to have to aim a lot deeper than you would think just to start getting the feel. The kick serve grip is going to be identical. We can do it with the continental grip. We don't have to change grips. Once you feel more comfortable with your kick serve, you can actually move it over a little bit further to manipulate the ball even more and have it even twist or kick even more. But to start out with, use the continental grip or the V of the hand on platform number 1. As we're going back, the motion's going to be identical, except now, rather than pronating the forearm for our flat serve, we're going to let the ball drop just a little bit more so that we can hit up the back of the ball and follow through. But you'll notice the motion itself is identical. I'll go through a slow motion. Maybe let me do it at you just real quick, just so you get the idea. Here, go through the motion. Here, up the back of the ball. Snap, follow through. Brushing up the back of the ball or peeling off the orange. I'll go through some slow motion. I won't hit them hard just to get you used to seeing what you're trying to do. You have to get the feel on this serve. Once you get the feel, you can trust it, and then you can really go after it in your matches. You can hit this anytime, and it's great because it's very, very consistent. That's why it's mainly used for a second serve or a first serve if you need to bring up your percentages. But it's here, up the back of the ball, and bend it down in. Up the back of the ball, bend it down in. You notice the motion and the snap of the wrist is up and across. Just like our forehand topspin, we hit up the back of the ball. The harder we hit up, the more the ball comes down. Up the back of the ball. Here, up the back of the ball. The toss can be moved over slightly, maybe right over the top of your head or even over to your left ear now. And it can be a little further back because we're trying to hit up rather than out and up or down into the court. So we can bend it back into the court. You'll watch as it hits, it will hit and jump or hit and twist depending on which spin you put. 7 to 1, 8 to 2. You can do several different things with this. Once you understand and feel comfortable with it, get out and test it so that you can feel good. Up the back of the ball. Up the back of the ball. Notice it's up the back of the ball. Very, very important. Let me show you the difference between the flat serve and the topspin or the kick serve. Notice the motion itself is identical. We want to be deceptive when we serve. We don't want to give away that we're hitting a kick serve early, because then the opponent will know what's coming. We want to give it away at the latest possible time. Just like a great pitcher, we want to be a great server. So a flat serve is here, snap and follow through. I'll hit one quick flat serve, flat. And then a topspin serve. I'm going to go through the exact same motion and then spin it. Notice the motion is identical. I don't change it until the very last possible time, and then I hit up the back of the ball and follow through, rather than pronate, snap, and follow through. Don't give it away early. This serve is so very important to be able to hit. If you can gain a kick serve, you will feel so confident on your first serve, you'll go for it, and then you won't have to hit your kick serve. But if you know you have a good kick serve as a second serve, you don't have the little lollipop second serve, then you'll be able to go for it, and you can use it at different times. So remember, brush up the back of the ball. Brushing motion is so very important. Aim deep and up the back of the ball. Once you feel comfortable with this and understand how it works, it's simple to hit. You could hit it all day long in any situation. Practice the kick serve. It's such an incredible serve to have. We'll be able to move it around in the box as well. But learn how to hit it. Continental grip, go through the correct motion, up the back of the ball, brushing motion, right up over the left side, left ear, or maybe right up over your head. Drive up. The harder we hit up, the more spin is put on to drive it down in the court, and then it goes in, then follow through. This is a great serve to have. We've got to have it. Go out and practice it so you can pick up the kick serve. Then you'll have two different serves to work on your opponent, and it'll be so much easier to win your service games.